Hello students, today our topic of discussion is electromagnetic flow meters. Electromagnetic flow meters, simply known as MAC flow meter, is a volumetric flow meter which is ideally used for wastewater applications and other applications that experience low pressure drop and with appropriate liquid conductivity required. The device does not have any moving parts and cannot work with hydrocarbons and distilled water. MAC flow meters are also easy to maintain. Principle of magnetic flow meter or electromagnetic flow meter. Magnetic flow meters works based on Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. According to this principle, when a conductive medium passes through a magnetic field B, a voltage E is generated which is proportional to the velocity V of the medium, the density of the magnetic field, and the length of the conductor. In a magnetic flow meter, a current is applied to wire coils mounted within or outside the meter body to generate a magnetic field. The liquid flowing through the pipe acts as a conductor, and this induces a voltage which is proportional to the average flow velocity. The voltage is detected by sensing electrodes mounted in the MAC flow meter body and sent to a transmitter which calculates the volumetric flow rate based on the pipe dimensions. Now, mathematically, we can say that Faraday's law states as E is proportional to V into B into L, where E is the voltage generated in a conductor, V is the velocity of the conductor, B is the magnetic field strength, and L is the length of the conductor. It is very important that the liquid flow that is to be measured using the magnetic flow meter must be electrically conductive. The Faraday's law indicates that the signal voltage E is dependent on the average liquid velocity V, the length of the conductor D, and the magnetic field strength B. The magnetic field will thus be established in the cross-section of the tube. Basically, when the conductive liquid flows through the magnetic field, voltage is induced. To measure this generated voltage, which is proportional to the velocity of the flowing liquid, two stainless steel electrodes are used which are mounted opposite each other. Two electrodes which are placed inside the flow meter are then connected to an advanced electronic circuit that has the ability to process the signal. The processed signal is fed into the microprocessor that calculates the volumetric flow of the liquid. According to the meter reading changes, you can see that the flow rate also changes. Now, electromagnetic flow meters formula. Electromagnetic flow meters use Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction for making a flow measurement. Faraday's law states that whenever a conductor of length L moves with a velocity v perpendicular to a magnetic field B, an EMF E is induced in a mutually perpendicular direction which is given by E equals to BLV, that is equation number 1, where B is the magnetic flux density in Weber per meter square, L is the length of conductor in meter, V is the velocity of the conductor in meter per second. The volume flow rate Q is given by Q equals to pi d square by 4 volt. That is equation number 2, where D is the diameter of the pipe and V is the average velocity of flow, conductor velocity in this case. So from equation number 1 and 2, we can write that V equals to E into E by B into L. That is, we can write Q equals to pi d square into E by 4 B into L. That is, we can write Q equals to K into E, where K is the meter constant. Thus, the Volume flow rate is proportional to the induced EMF. In practical applications, we have to enter the meter constant K value in magnetic flow meter, which is available in vendor catalog or manual. Limitations of electromagnetic flow meters. The substance being measured must be conductive. Therefore, it can't be employed for metering the flow rate of gases and steam, petroleum products, and similar liquids having very low conductivity. To render the meter insensitive to variations in the resistance of liquid, the effective resistance of the liquid between the electrodes should not exceed 1% of the impedance of the external circuit. It is very expensive device. As the meter always measures the volume rate, the volume of any suspended matter in the liquid will be included. To avoid any trouble which would be caused by entrained air when the flow tube is installed in a horizontal pipeline, the electrodes should be on the horizontal diameter. As a zero check on the installation can be performed only by stopping the flow, isolating valves are required and a bypass may also be necessary through which the flow may be directed during a zero check. The pipe must run full in case regulating valves are installed upstream of the meter. Advantages of electromagnetic flow meter. The obstruction of the flow is almost nil, and therefore this type of meters can be used for measuring heavy suspensions including mud, sewage and wood pulp. There is no pressure head loss in this type of flow meter other than that of the length of straight pipe which the meter occupies. They are not very much affected by upstream flow disturbances. They are practically unaffected by variation in density, viscosity, pressure, and temperature. Electric power requirements can be low, 15 to 20 watt, particularly with pulsed DC types. These meters can be used as bidirectional meters. The meters are suitable for most acids, bases, water, and aqua solutions because the line-in materials selected are not only good electrical insulators but also are corrosion resistant. The meters are widely used for slurry services not only because they are obstructionless but also because some of the liners such as polyurethane, neoprene and rubber have good abrasion or erosion resistance. They are applicable of handling extremely low flows. Disadvantages of magnetic flow meter. These meters can be used only for fluids which have reasonable electrical conductivity. Accuracy is only in the range of plus minus 1% over a flow rate range of 5%. The size and cost of the field coils and circuitry do not increase in proportion to their size of pipe bore. Consequently, small size meters are bulky and expensive. Applications of magnetic flow meters. This electromagnetic flow meter, being non-intrusive type, can be used in general for any fluid which is having a reasonable electrical conductivity above 10 microsiemens per centimeter. Fluids like sand water slurry, coal powder, slurry, sewage, wood pulp, chemicals, water other than distilled water in large pipelines, hot fluids, high viscous fluids, high viscous fluids, especially in food processing industries, cryogenic fluids can be metered by the electromagnetic flow meter. So this is the details discussion about electromagnetic flow meter. If you have any queries, so let me know about them through email or WhatsApp. Stay tuned for more sensor and transducer topics. Thank you for today's class.